Evening, boys and girls. Yes, it's Sunday. Oh, I've slightly moved. I've moved things around here. I've looked over there. You're there. It's Sunday night, the 6th of October 2019. Welcome along to a nighttime show. Yes, it's United Kingdom talk back up in Lincolnshire at the Chapel Hill Marina. Okay, now I'm just on a different microphone today, but it's a bit far away from me. Usually I like a microphone right here, but this desk is a little bit too high, and I haven't got like an arm what I can adjust. So it's on this thing here. Now I've put it right at the back there, so you can't see it. You see? Do you see what I mean? It's a bit overcoming on there. It needs to be down a bit, so that's why it's over there. Now, if you're on a mobile phone, an iPad, something like that, you probably won't notice much difference. But if anyone's listening on sort of a decent sound system with speakers, perhaps a large telly or something like that, does this sound all right? Because I won't know until I check back on the audio later. You know, does it sound sort of like I'm talking to you at the back of a room or something like that? Please let us know. All right, boys and girls. Thanks for your messages coming in now. I shall read those in a moment or two. But wet today, wasn't it? Has anyone been flooded out? Oh my lord! I left work last night. It was raining. I have to say, it was raining when I left the house last night at about 8 o'clock down in Berkshire. I went to work. That was a good night. It was a drag act called Sandra, who's very, very popular. That finished round about, she wasn't late at all. She finished about 11:30, 20 to 12. And then I drove straight back up here to Lincolnshire, but absolutely chucking it down. It was absolutely chucking it down last night. So, but here we are. Now let's see. Is anyone affected by the sound at all? Heidi noticing this does sound a bit quiet, does it? Okay. I mean, I can push that up, but I could push it up possibly. Yeah, I've just pushed it up a little bit there, but it might sound still like I'm kind of shouting at the back of a hall rather than quite close to you. So try that, Heidi. Is that any better? It's probably louder, but I don't know if it's better. How's that now? If you're on a Rachel said it's a bit quiet. Well, push it up a bit. See if that sounds any better now. Otherwise, I'll just plug my other microphone in, which is no problem at all. But you need to be on speakers, like not on a phone or an iPad, to notice the difference. You know, this good old mic here is the same one, same brand that I use in the studio. That is a bit better, is it? Shall we carry on with this? Are you all right with that like that then? I don't really want to sound like I'm shouting at the back of a room, you know. So there we are. Okay, well, we'll see how we go there. I'm ready up here, really, for a little holiday. I'm off on a little holiday tomorrow. Haven holiday with my nephew, Gary, and his wife, Stacey, and their little family. That's Evie, Harry, and Olivia. And we're going to Haven holidays, which is not far from here at all. Just up in Mablethorpe, which is literally about a 40-minute drive here. So that's why I'm up here. And I shall be there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. Very much looking forward to that. If it rains, it rains. It doesn't matter too much. It's not cold. It's not cold at all. I mean, I had the heating on last night and I woke up. I had to turn it off. It was so hot up here. It really was. Got up here. See, I didn't get to church this morning. There is a church down in Boston, 9:30 there, which is earlier than I usually go to anyway. But I didn't get up here till about 3:15, 3:30 in the morning. Because Saturdays I finish an hour later than I do on Mondays. Mondays I finish at 11. I'm up here like at 1:45. Saturdays I finish at 12. Plus, because it's a Saturday night, the bit where I go through London takes a lot longer than it usually does on a Monday night. So I got up here around about 3:15, sort of that sort of time. By the time I'd had a cup of tea and watched not all but most of Casualty, which is really good. There's a really good looking black bloke in that at the moment. You know, with the one with the hair. Anyone watch Casualty? He's about 32 years old, and he's got like not long dreadlocks, but little, I don't know what you call it actually. What is that? The little hair that a lot of black people have got, and it's like little bits sticking out. That's not dreadlocks. What's that called? Do you know what I mean? And he's quite a short, very, very good looking. Anyway, the story was all about him last night on Casualties. I watched most of that. Then I ended up going to bed around about 4 o'clock. Got up this morning about 9:30. I put my new mixer in because I've got a new mixer. Oh, there's a story about that coming up soon, only on this channel. And don't forget, later on I should be giving out raffle tickets. The big raffle is tomorrow, okay? Someone will win one of those tomorrow morning. But you'll need a raffle ticket, and I'll be giving out the raffle tickets a little bit later on tonight's show. Okay, boys and girls. So I've put my new mixer in, and I think that's working okay. The idea of changing the mixer, that's the thing that all the sound goes into, right? The idea of changing that was I can now have 2 microphones on. So if I wanted to have someone in here, you know, I can do so now, which I hope to be able to do at some point, boys and girls. All right. So got up about 9:30, as I say, and I went for a Sunday swim. And I was a bit concerned that it would be, you know, very, very busy in there on a Saturday, Sunday. And the main pool, indeed, was quite busy. But the gym side, well, we have 2 lanes for the people that are members of the gym. I mean, I'm a member of the gym, but I don't go. I just use the swimming pool. The reason being, the showers are a lot better that side than they are on the swimming pool side. And I managed to do my 60 lengths up and down. That was fine. Come out of there, went to Asda. Again, Asda, very busy. But you managed to get in and out of the car park all right. No problem at all, really. So that was easy enough. Got me cheap petrol, 123 a litre, I think it was. Maybe 123.9. But I was tempted, I'm afraid, by these biscuits in Asda. Terrible. And they weren't cheap. They were, I think there was 8 Galaxy chocolate coated biscuits in a packet, and they were £2 for 8. That's £5 each, isn't it? I'm not very good with maths. If the packet was £2 and there were 8 biscuits, I think that makes it about £5 per biscuit, doesn't it? Something like that, anyway. So, and I've just had those before I came in here. I thought I'll just have a couple of biscuits before I start. Now, this is why I don't have biscuits in the house. You think there's any biscuits left in that packet? No. All 8 of them gone. Shocking. Shocking. £2 for 8 biscuits. That was in Asda. Came back here, had a little bit of lunch, just some beans on toast or something like that. Had a sleep, and here I am now. So welcome to our little show. Let's say hello to a few of you on the show today, boys and girls. A very, very good evening on our nighttime show. Mr. Mark Bowles is getting the first message of the day in today. Hello to you, sir. Evening to Michael Lawrence. Mr. Mick Davenport, good evening. Gareth Loxton, hello, sir. Heidi's there. Good evening, Heidi. Hello to Diane Jebb. Evening, Diane. Carol MC and Dave. Good evening to you, Carol MC and Dave. Mick Davenport. Evening to you, sir. There's Chris, SCTV fan. Finally made it to a live show and now have to wait through the 14-hour intro. Are you moaning? What do you mean you have to wait for it? It's not 14 hours. It's not a 14-hour intro. In fact, I'll make you wait again. Not really. Not really. That's 4 minutes long, that. How is that 14 hours? You want to have your maths checked, mate. I went to a very, very good maths teacher. I could do maths, like the back of my hand. You know, I can do algebras and all that business. AX2 equals MC squared. So what is y? That's the question, Chris. What is y? Exactly. And why is it y? Why is it not m? Why isn't it N or O? Anything like that? No. Yes. Good morning, SETV fan. That's Chris there. Hello to... there's my sister. Shaz B is my sister. Oh, hang on. I got my mice round the wrong way. I wonder why it wasn't moving. I've got 2 computers. Oh, I don't care. It's all very professional in here. 2 computers in here. There's my sister, Sharon. She's watching in Cyprus. She's over there visiting my niece at the moment. Good evening, sis. I hope we're... Can you hear me there? Hello. Can you hear me in Cyprus, dear? Oh, the thing is with my sister, when she's on the phone, she screams down the phone. I mean, literally, if you've watched one of my brother-in-law's shows, you will know her phone goes, she goes out to the kitchen, walks outside, goes 200 yards down the road, and we can still hear her on the phone. She screams. Oh, hello, how are you? And the weird thing is, right, when I'm on the phone to her, I can't hear a word she says. I think a lot of these mobile phones have a little gadget inside them. I think that's what's happening. And the louder you speak, the quieter it becomes to the person at the other end. But she absolutely screams into those phones. As you well know. Good evening, sis. How are you today? She had a nice flight on the EasyJet. Some people had a bit of trouble on an EasyJet. I've got a story coming up in the show today, a little bit later on, okay? Good evening to Adam, who's just come out of church. Bless you, my child. On behalf of the Pope and the entire Catholic community, a very good evening to Adam the plumber. Hello to Jason Hughes. Evening, Jason. There's Rachel Wheatland. I was looking at some photos of you, Rachel. You're not bad looking, are you, girl? You're not bad looking for an over 20, eh? Don't you hate that, Rachel? How many people, do they ever come up to you? It happens to me all the time. Oh, you're not bad looking. And then they say, for your age. What do they mean by that? You're not bad looking for your age. That's what these people say, isn't it? Outrageous. Hello to Mr. MP Dodsworth. Good evening to you, sir. Welcome to our little show. Jason Massey, excellent. His fridge magnet has been received and taken pride of place and photo in the window, scaring burglars off. What's wrong with my face? It's not particularly scary, is it, my face, Mr. Jason Massey? How rude. Are you going to send me a little picture of yourself holding the magnet or with you, on the fridge or something like that? If you want to send a picture, you can email that if you want to. I can't show it on today's show because that involves sending it to there and then and enter it into the system. But I can show it on an upcoming show. If you want to send it, just send it there, okay? Chris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Good evening to Mr. Ray Reynolds. Evening, Ray. Hello, young Ray. All right. My sister was sitting in the sun. She'd had a lovely day. 30 degrees in Cyprus today. 30, that's centigrade. So in Fahrenheit, that's 30, 60, 70, 80, 90, that's 100. And that's about 220 degrees Fahrenheit today. In Cyprus, so it was quite warm there. Hope you've had a nice time there today, sister. Yes. It sounds like it's in the back of a hall. Well, I thought it would. I thought it might. Do you know what? I'm going to plug this other mic in. It's because it's so far away. I could use this one, but if it needs to be a bit closer to me, you see. I mean, it's a bit. I find that a bit overpowering there. Do you? It's just maybe I can turn it round. Can I turn it round? Oh, I don't know, dear. I knew I should have tried this out before I started. Maybe I've put it there. Is that any better? Or do you want the little one? How's that, Adam? I'll take notice of you, Adam, because you're listening on one of those big speaker things, aren't you? I know that. Trouble is, I can't get to my mice now. Oh, you can't win, can you? 1 minute. Let me just turn that off again. Turn that email off there. You can't win. I try and improve things and it doesn't, does it? Best to stick with it working as it was. Try that now, Adam, and let me know how that is. You need to be on some sort of system with big speakers to notice the difference. If you're on an iPhone or an iPad, you won't notice because they're only tiny little Mickey Mouse speakers in there, aren't they? Good evening to Gustav. Welcome along to you. It will do. No one expects professionalism from you. How rude. Hello to Shania Steele. Good evening, Shania. She had a go at me today because she warned me that there was a letter from the bishop. We get a letter from the bishop. I think it's monthly or every few weeks. That is just far too big, that microphone. It's really putting me off. Let me plug the other one in. It won't take a second. Hang on a minute now. Just give me a second. I wish we'd have sorted this out at the beginning of the blooming show rather than now, but there we are. Adam, that's your fault, Adam, because you weren't here at that time, were you, dear? Oh, gosh. 1 minute. It's not an easy thing being a television person, you know, dear. There's lots to do, love. There's the security people outside I have to get through to get here. I nearly forgot my pass this morning. Right, hang on a minute. Let's plug that in there. You might get a bit of a click in a minute. Hang on a minute. Put that on there. There we are. Let's see if this improves matters, dear. Oh, I'm ever so hot now. Right, hang on. Where's my plug? It says the size of this plug on here. Look at this. Right, hang on. You might get a click here. Hang on a minute. You might get a click. 1, 2. And turn it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we are. How's that now? Is that better? That's not on now. Everyone happy now? Is that better? I'm sure that's better. Hope that's better, boys and girls. Thank you very much. There we are. See how that is now. That should sound exactly as it normally does now. All right, my loves. Oh, I've got effects on here as well. Is that an echo? Is that echo? What's that do? Nothing. I'll have to have a little play of that around later on. I've got to turn something else off. Let me turn that. You might get a click here. There you are. How's that? All right, everyone happy? Good. Oh dear. Yes, I do Central Station on a Saturday night. So I just a minor little, just a bit of hosting really. I don't do anything else. You know, I play a few songs and that, but it's not really DJing. It's more of a laugh there Saturday, and I like to. It's an enjoyable job there Saturday. Very, very easy going. Jason missed the show yesterday. He was driving up to Ipswich, but watched the replay earlier. That's all right, my friend. Thank you very much, sir. I'm glad you joined us. Anytime it's good with me. Anytime. Live, recording, whenever you want to join us, please feel free to. All right, my darlings. Good evening to Eric Mintzberg in Israel. Thank you. Lots of people wishing me a nice holiday there. Yeah, we're only going for a few days. And it's nice to spend some time with the children, you know. I love it. I love it. No doubt Gary's wife will tell me off, you know, for teaching them bad things, as I usually do. I should probably be chucking them across the entertainment hall at one point. I'm sure I will. Gosh, there's a lot of you tonight, isn't there? Greetings. Steph Diamond. Good evening, Steph. Hello to you. Linda Witt's in the house. Good evening, Linda, who's over there on Facebook Live. Just a reminder, gang, in a couple of weeks' time, we'll be coming off Facebook. You'll only be able to watch the show via YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and have the little notifications thing set on. It's youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. I still haven't done a little... Oh, yes, I have. Here it is. There we are. youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Just type that into your browser. Most people have got a YouTube account, so it's not a problem at all. Go to Chris Reardon UK, click the subscribe button, okay? And then you should see a little bell to the right. Click the bell, and you want all notifications switched on there, and you'll get a little ping whenever there's a show, all right? There will be a link on Facebook, but you won't get a notification on Facebook from a couple of weeks' time, all right, my darlings? So just let you know that, those of you that don't know that. Hello to Queen Elizabeth II, who's joining us this evening. Good evening, Your Majesty. Ooh. Hello, Your Majesty. Let me bow down. I'm a great fan of yours. Anything you say is good for me, but please don't sack Boris. He's very, very busy at him. If you ever want to invite me over for tea, or you want to come here, have you ever been to a caravan? Or, sorry, a television studio complex? Please come here, Your Majesty. I will look after you here. I'll even... Do you know what I might do, Your Majesty? If you come here for a cup of tea, I'll even put that cup that's got the brown stains in it through the dishwasher so it's all nice and sparkling and clean for you. It's a Sports Direct mug. I hope that's okay. If not, I'll go down the shop and buy some proper crockery from Selfridges for you. Is there any particular, like, crockery that you like? You know, perhaps something with a little hand-painted periwinkles on, like on that programme, like the posh, like Mrs. Bouquet, keeping up appearances. So anything like that. Anything you want, Your Majesty, is fine by me. Just let me know, and I'll be happy. I'll even let you sit in this chair. Oh, yes, I've got a little stool I can sit on. You know, I'll be down like that. But you're more important than me. Thank you, Your Majesty. And thank you very much for your 92 years of hard-working service to us. Hello to Adrian Richardson. Good evening. Biscuits would be 25 pence each. Is that not too bad? 25p for a biscuit sounds dear to me, doesn't it? Very, very expensive. Good evening to Dino Klein. Evening, Dino. There's Linda. Evening, Chris. Hello, lovely Linda. Are you still in Roehampton, by the way? It's years since I saw you. Years. Gosh. Where's the time gone? Exactly. Since I was watching you out my bedroom window. Yes. In the 1980s. Gosh. Jason, my other half, is like that on the phone. She doesn't need one of the most time. The other person can hear without it. Oh, my sister. She absolutely screeches into the phone. Screeches into it. I've heard her. Ask her husband. Don't take it from me. Ask her husband. Mine. Or probably he won't admit it on this programme because he's likely to get a whack round the head. Oh, dear. Rachel's going to be 48 on the 16th. Well, you look good for your age, as they all say, Rachel. All right? Oh, Adrian's seen me in the National Portrait Museum, have you? What was I on there, then? How very worrying. Hello to Vladimir. Good evening, Vladimir. Welcome to you. Can you make Russian translations? No, I'm afraid not. Don't know how to do that, my friend, but welcome to the show anyway. I hope things are doing well in Moscow for you, all right? Right, just going to scroll down a little bit there. All right. Sounds fine there. Thank you, Dino. Rachel, you look like a proper newsreader with a mic there. This little one or the bigger one? No, I just think this one is the same one as I've got in at the house, and it does sound better than the little one, but it needs to be close. One of these, unless you've got a soundproof room, and you can spend a fortune doing a soundproof room. You've got to have it here. Got to be really close to you. This is the big mistake that karaoke singers make, right? They got the mic down there, and they're singing quietly, and they keep telling me to turn it up. We can only turn it up so far, and then you start getting feedback, you see? That's the unfortunate thing about it. You've got to be close to these things unless you've got a soundproof studio. I mean, we're not the BBC, are we? I'm still waiting for that phone call. I'm convinced it's coming soon, the BBC phone call. Oh, we've got a slot on Saturday night. Can you feel Parkinson's shoes? Of course I can, dear. Of course I can. Oh, someone was thinking about the other day. You're just doing stuff and stuff comes into your head, thinking about old TV programmes. And I've been watching only clips. I've been watching clips of old TV programmes today, actually. Namely, New Faces. You know that one? That New Faces. You're a star, da da da. With the great Marty Kane and Derek someone was the other one, wasn't it? Derek someone. He hosted it as well. I can't remember if he hosted it before Marty Kane or after, because of course we lost Marty Kane. She came across as a lovely lady, didn't she? She had unfortunately, she had the breast cancer some years ago now. That was though. So I've been watching little clips of New Faces and Opportunity Knocks. Both versions, the ones with Hughie Green, which was made by Thames Television, and the ones with Bob Monkhouse, who it's just I miss his stuff so much. Bob Monkhouse doing Opportunity Knocks, and these were the days. There was no judging panel. They didn't have a judging panel. They literally won the show through a clapometer. And the whole audience would clap and this thing would go up at the bottom of it. You can find it on YouTube. Just type in Opportunity Knocks clapometer and it'll probably come up. And you've got the studio audience and they do the act. Someone sings a song or tells a joke, whatever it is. And they all start clapping and this meter comes up at the bottom of the screen and goes like that. And it stops between 1 and 0 and 100. It stops wherever it stops, 40 or 80 or 90. And I think that's an excellent way of creating a winner. I really don't like this whole judging thing. And when you see the quality of the judges sometimes, I'm sorry. She was, don't get me wrong, she's very popular, Cheryl Cole. But to me, that she shouldn't be a judge. If you're going to have a judge, you want someone who's been there a long time, like Bassie or Lulu or Madonna, someone like that. If they give you advice, then I might take it from them. Cheryl Cole, I don't think so somehow. But I just don't like this whole judging people when they're on the stage. I like a talent show where you've got an hour of talent, whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter. People come on and do their thing and then they go off. No need for judges. And if you want a winner, do it by clapometer or private voting with the audience. Yeah, so I've been watching that as well. And also, what was the other thing I watched? Oh, Bob's Full House, which was an old bingo show. My God, I was surprised at the date of that. Late 1980s. I think it was 1987. That show is years old. Bob's Full House. Again, type it into YouTube. You've got a couple of whole episodes on there, which are very, very entertaining. He is the king of quiz shows. Bob Monkhouse. Again, sadly, no longer with us. Great man. And after I watched those, I got into bed and I thought, I remember Dave Allen, comedian Dave Allen, 1970s, very, very entertaining. You'd put him on now, the snowflakes. It's really offensive. The snowflakes would all be moaning, wouldn't they? You know what it's like. But great people on the telly that I remember from years gone by. All right. I'm just going to have to scroll down a little bit there. Sean's absolutely right. Don't try and fix something that isn't broke. Yeah, I think you're quite right there. Shania says you need a producer. I do, but please don't bring your violin, darling. No, I'm not saying you're bad. You're a very good violin player. We just don't need it on the show, darling. All right, my love. I've heard your dad. Believe me, I listen to your show sometimes on Isle of Wight on Vectis Radio. I do. I got it on me TuneIn or whatever. It's some app on the phone, and I'm in the car or something. And I've had your dad threatening to send you round the people's houses with that violin of yours. I don't know what he means by it. All right. Heidi could tell the difference between the mics. Thanks very much. Hello to Big Joe. Good evening, Big Joe. He's missed all the raffles, sending £10,000 worth of cream cakes. I'm not keen on cream cakes, actually, funnily enough. You know, that doesn't mean I haven't put on weight. It's blooming chocolate biscuits and crisps. Oh, don't, dear. Because, of course, I made the mistake of going to Asda straight after swimming. That's deadly. It's deadly. Because you can't go in there and do shopping knowing, you know, you're going home to have dinner, which is probably about 45 minutes away by the time I've done the trip and cooked the dinner. You know, but you're in Asda. No, crisps. Again, worst thing you can do is go into a supermarket after you've done some sort of exercise. It really is. All right. I'm just going to have to scroll through some of these because I can't keep up at the moment. Shania says it's such a pain you're going on YouTube only. It means I can't scroll through my Facebook while watching you at the same time. Can you not? Can you not have like two windows open and sort of make them smaller? I'm sure you'd be able to do that. Try it. See if it works. Is the calendar straight on the wall? There isn't a calendar. There's no calendar in here. Are you watching the right show, Jason, dear? There's no calendar in here. There will be soon, because a new clock is coming. Oh, yes, it's another flip clock. I won it on eBay. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. It was buy now for a certain price, and I made an offer, which was refused, and I made a second offer, which was refused. Then he made a counter offer, which I accepted, and I managed to save £15. Thank you very much. Ding! Ordered and coming through the post soon. A brand new clock to replace that one. Okay. Ian Days is looking forward to the bingo, which we hope to be starting not next Saturday, the Saturday after. The Sunday after. I won't be able to get the prizes next week anyway because I'm not at home, but I'm pretty sure they're coming the week after. And if that's the case, it'll be not next Sunday, the Sunday after. Okay. Hello to Mick Mowers. A very good evening to you, sir. Welcome to our little show, Mick. All right. Linda's still in Roehampton. I thought you were. Heidi thinks I'm a pervert because I'm watching women through my bedroom window. Now, people will see that comment of yours, Heidi, and they will know you're lying. They will absolutely know you're lying. I don't think so. All right. Rachel said that big one you've got looks the same as mine. I can't think what you're talking about. This one doesn't take batteries. Is it right you have to plug yours in, Rachel? It takes up so much power when you turn it on. Do you? Where Rachel lives, she plugs hers in, turns it on like that, and all the lights over the rest of the town have to go dim. Oh dear. I haven't got the coins yet. I keep forgetting the coins tonight. Gareth, thank you very much. Sean Pies just sent me £2 as a tip. Thank you very much, Sean. Very kind of you, sir. He sent me £2. Thank you, Sean. Very nice of you. Very kind indeed. That's a little super chat. If you're wondering what that is, it's a super chat. I do apologise kind of for explaining things virtually on every show. Certain things, there's a blooming little fly in here and I cannot get it. Every now and again it flies across. I will get it. I will get it in a minute. It's a tiny little thing. Where is it now? It's hiding from me. Yeah, sometimes I explain things that you've heard me explain before. That's because there's new people with us, you know, like the email address or the YouTube thing or the super chat. So the super chat is a little $sign thing that you can see, those of you on YouTube. And if you click that, you can send a tip if you want to, you know. I don't ask for anything, but sometimes people like to send a little tip. So that's what that's all about. And Sean's just sent me £2, so thank you very much, Sean. All right. Did I miss something from Adam there? Oh, where's the Adam? Hello to Mike BA. Hello. Hello to Savannah Slaven. Is that how you say it? Savannah Slaven. That's Mike. A very good evening to you. That's his wife. Savannah Slaven. Or Slaven it might be. I hope I've got that right for you. All right, hope I find that right for you. Eric's looking at the old shows. Morning, Eric. Hello to Pajero, Evolution. Did you see Britain's Got Talent with the dogs last night? No, I'm not keen on Britain's Got Talent. Again, it's the judging that I don't like. I don't like the fact that there's judging in the way. And the thing is with these talent shows, you have to remember that the people on there have probably spent their whole lives looking for that moment. It doesn't matter if they're really bad, whether it's someone on there who can eat 200 cream cakes and then they just slate them. And I just don't think it's a particularly nice way of doing talent shows. I really don't. So, no, I don't watch Britain's Got Talent. That said, it's very popular. A lot of people watching it, okay? Adam, will you be requiring my services to put links of classic episodes of United Kingdom Talk while you're away? I think that's an excellent idea. Just post them on my wall, Adam. Post them on my wall, okay, and I'll accept. I think I have to do something as well to let it go, if you see what I mean. So keep an eye out those classic episodes of United Kingdom Talk next week, which Adam will be putting on for old and new. There might be somewhere I actually had some hair. That is saying something, isn't it? Mick, new faces, Derek Hobson, Marty Kane and Leslie Crowder did it. Did he? Oh, I don't remember that. Leslie Crowder doing it. Shania's offended. No, you're not. You're not a snowflake. You may be a millennial, dear, but you're not a snowflake. There is a difference. Yes, most millennials are snowflakes. Some aren't. My nephews aren't. My niece isn't. And you're not as well. How lucky are you? It must be because you're a Catholic. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Exactly. Stop moaning, Jason. He's moaning that the picture's not. I'll tell you what, Jason. There you go. Here, they'll give you something to moan about now, won't it? Oh, that's really upset you. Look at that here, Jason, all right? Jason's got OCD. There you go. Actually, no, that's not good enough. There we go. Can we put that right on the side like that just to upset Jason tonight? All this material, and the thing he notices is a crooked picture. Well, there you go. Something to moan about for you there, mate. Shania can't do it on a phone. Oh, I don't know how that works in Shania. Who knows? Well, for a while it'll just be on YouTube. Maybe we'll put it back on Facebook if it doesn't quite work. Got to try new things all the time. It's just a lot easier at this end for everyone to be in the same place. Okay, there you go. Mick says yes. Post those things on there, okay? Oh my God, he watched a 2007 show today when I had air. Hello to Feral Joseph. Good evening. If I can live under your stairs and get paid minimum wage, I will be your producer, Chris. I have beer in me, so don't take my word as gospel. Oh, Feral. Very good singer. I've worked with Feral a couple of times. He does cabaret singing in clubs and places like that. And he's tried to bring out a couple of records as well. So there we are. Don't hurt the fly. Karma will get you. What, a fly, dear? Oh, no, I'm not having that thing buzzing around me, dear. Like the spiders in here. Get out of my television studio complex. Do you want some fly spray? Raid is the best. I've got Raid. No, I try not to use fly sprays unless absolutely necessary. If I can't get one for whatever reason, and I'm pretty good, believe it or not, in creeping up on a fly with a tissue. Yeah, I'm very good at doing that. Yes, I can creep right up on a fly quietly and grab it with a tissue or a wasp. Although with wasps, I highly recommend several layers of tissue because they can get that stinging juice into you, can't they? Watch out for that, boys and girls. Yes, don't be stung by a wasp, my dear. Many, many layers of tissues for wasps. Spiders with tiny little bodies. I mean, you know the spiders with long legs, tiny bodies. I will happily pick one of those up in my hand and place it outside. Big bodies and small legs, I'm sorry. Hoover goes on. That's how it is. Thank you very much. Nice to see you, Feral. And if you want to live under my stairs... Oh, well, you want to be under me, do you? Wow, that offer has been there many times before for you, Feral, and you've never taken it up. Very surprised at that, but there you go, darling. It's one of those things. Perhaps you don't like daddies. DJRS, there's Roy Brownlowe, good evening. Who's on, he likes Britain's... He's on Britain Got Talent Sunday audition. You're on it? What, tonight? Are you really? And what are you doing on there? What entertainment value do you provide for that show? Don't tell me you sing. Oh my God, blimey. You don't sing, do you, or something like that? Mark is very quiet tonight, Mick says. Yes, I don't know where he is. Oh, is Is his other half on here as well tonight? Oh, he's gone quiet tonight now. His missus is watching, isn't she? Oh, well, Mark. I'm sorry, Mark. It's time to make the choice. It's either her or me. What's it going to be? There you go. I'm not being the other woman in your life. Is it her or me, mate? Let's have a look. Leslie Crowder did the original. Oh, I didn't know that. Right, we're going to have to scroll down here. Let's see if I've missed anyone's names out. There's little Farrell, bless his heart. 321 Dusty Bin. Oh, Big Joe. Yeah, excellent. Now, I've got a story about that, Joe. 321. You know that one? 321. Ted Rogers. My nan, here's something you lot didn't know. My nan won the Daily Mirror bingo years ago. My nan, sadly no longer with us, miss her, Nanny Hayes. She won, I think it was £140,000, which is a lot of money. Even today, that's a lot of money. It was a lot more then than it is now. You know, I dare to say, if you're, say, 30 years old and you won £1 million, I think these days that wouldn't last you through to retirement. I don't think it would. I really don't. Even like if I won, say I did a raffle, lottery thing, right? I'm 56. I'm 56. If I did a lottery and I won £500,000, I don't think that would see me out. Not in today's money, if you see what I mean. It sounds an enormous amount of money, and yes, we could buy a house and a nice car. Okay, so a house depends where it is. If you won £500,000 and you want to buy a house in London, forget it. No chance. You might get a one-bedroomed ex-council flat somewhere, which is perfectly all right. Perfectly all right. My flat in Wandsworth that I had, that was an ex-council house. I bought flat. I bought under the Conservative, right to buy thing. And the house I have in Berkshire is also an ex-council house. Nothing wrong with owning an ex-council house, but even those are very, very pricey. If you want to live on the island of Marl up in Scotland, which is a beautiful place, you'll probably get something for that and have maybe, I don't know, 300,000 left over. How long do you think that'll last you? Bet you buy a flash car, wouldn't you? Eh? Say goodbye to another 100 grand. That's 200,000 left now. Eh? I don't think it's an awful lot of money to win. Anyway, so my nan won this Daily Mirror bingo thing, £140,000. And she was in the papers. I've actually got the paper at home, which I can show you at some point if you want to see it. This is 83, 93, 03, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we're talking 36 years ago now. I lost my nan in 1995. Oh, that was a terrible year for my mum. Well, I mean us as well, but in particular my mum, because in 1995 she lost her mum, my nan, and in 1996 she lost her husband, my dad. I mean, how can you, so much on someone's shoulders like that? Terrible year. But nevertheless, my nan won this bingo, and because at the time she was the highest bingo winner ever, of course, a lot more now, hundreds of thousands of pounds now, but these days, just a minute. Yes, got it. Look. Bye bye. Oh, I'm happy. Oh, Ferrell won't like me now. Ferrell. I think Ferrell must be a vegan. Are you a vegan? I'm a vegetarian, not quite vegan. Nearly vegan, but mainly vegetarian. Anyway, so she won this bingo, and the Daily Mirror wanted us to go, and we went to the Cafe, all paid for, went to the Cafe Royale for a dinner. So we're sitting there. This relates to your 3-2-1 thing. So we're sitting there. I was I sitting next to my nan, or maybe there was my mum and then my nan. It was my mum's mum. That was the nan who won. And this bloke walked in who I immediately recognised as Ted Rogers. Because they have to have a celebrity there and all, they come for a free meal. And he came over to my nan, and my nan looked up and said, "Who's he?" She didn't know who it was. She didn't know it was. So yeah, we met Ted Rogers, and of course he's no longer with us either. So that's the 3-2-1 story there. All right. There we are. Ray Reynolds, Leslie Crowder compared stars in their eyes. He was followed by Matthew Kelly. Yeah, but that's not New Faces, is it? We were talking about New Faces there, Ray. The other bloke saying there that he hosted New Faces, one of the pilot programs there. All right. So I remember Leslie Crowder doing stars in their eyes. What did he have, a stroke or something like that, Leslie Crowder? I remember him, of course, in Crackerjack, Ray. Crackerjack! And you remember the Crackerjack pencils? Oh, yes. Crackerjack pen. Maybe we should get some pens done as well. Those of you that do send super chats, incidentally, by the way, there is a little thing coming for you as well. Okay? Won't say what it is. It's coming soon. They should be with us again the week after next. So anyone who sends a little super chat, once again, I reiterate, I'm not asking you to send super chats, okay? I wouldn't do that. But those of you that are kind enough to do that, I would like to give something in return. So you'll be receiving one of these things, and I will backdate those. But not one for every blooming super chat here. You get one each. Don't be greedy. And then after that, you can, every time you send a super chat, I do it after that. I can't go back and, my God, we'll be here forever, wouldn't we? Okay, Roy's auditioning Magic on Britain's Got Talent. What, today? Well, Sunday, so it is Sunday. Is that next Sunday you're talking about, or today? Which is it? Ian Days, carburetor cleaner and lighter kills wasps and hornets. Oh, hornets. Oh, don't. I've had one of those fly into the house. Not funny. They are evil. I mean, if wasps are bad enough, I never forget, I was in my kitchen. Fortunately, I was on the other side of the kitchen and I heard this noise, like a low droning noise. And this massive thing, fortunately, I had both doors open, the back door and the front door, and they're kind of in line with each other. And this bloody great big thing flew, and I thought, that's a big wasp. And then, of course, I realised it was a hornet, and I don't think it spotted me. And they go so slowly, don't they? Oh, they're like helicopters. Like that it went, and it carried on through and it went straight back out the back door. Thank God for that. Massive things they are. My mate had one. Him and his other half, they were in bed and they were just about to go off and they could hear this buzzing noise. Anyway, they got up and they're looking around, and behind the bed was a hornet. He said it was massive, frightened the life out of them. They're evil. You don't want to be stung by a hornet. Nasty things. Rachel, do you know flies see things in slow motion? That's why they get away so fast. No, I didn't know that. So, presumably, is it difficult for a fly to see me coming towards it then? Is that what you mean? Evil things. Ian Days, there we are. Shania, there's also one. Oh yeah, there we are. We got suggestions to Adam the Plumber on the various different shows that is going to be posted on my Facebook. If you're not on my Facebook, it's facebook.com/Chris Reardon UK if you want to have a look there. Thank you. Oh, Roy Brownlowe has donated £2 as a super chat. Thank you very much, Roy. Remove the non-working clock. Well, it will be removed as soon as the new one arrives, which I hope will be the week after next. All this stuff is supposedly going to be delivered to my house next week, and I'm not in, I have a safe place. Oh, a safe place. I'm not telling you. You'll straight be round there to see if there's any cash waiting in there, won't you? Yes, or I might have it delivered to a Amazon locker. Amazon locker outside Morrison's in Bracknell. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you to send a couple of quid like that. Thank you, Roy. I know you're not particularly rich, my old mate, so even when I know that, it even means so much more to me. I was having this conversation once again last night, and I said, oh, you're making a bit of money now. And I'm like, well, it's not really about that at all. It's the fact that someone has enjoyed something I'm doing so much that they sent £1 or £2, and it is really appreciated. I know I keep saying this, but I mean it. It really is. Ian Days, I'd buy a caravan next to you, Chris, and have parties. Yeah, I'll be straight out, mate. I'll be straight off this site if you did that. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Bloody noise. I can't stand noise. It's bad enough listening to myself in here. Christ, I wish I could do this silently. I'd be a lot happier. Possibly you would as well. There you are. Jason, did you say you were 66? No, dear. 56. Pay for... I was thinking about that last night as well. So in 14 years, I'll be 70. In 14 years, I'll be 70. If Ray Reynolds is with us, in 14 years, he'll be 86. And Ray, I'm convinced you will get there because you lead a healthy life. You do. And there's nothing wrong with not having your own teeth, Ray. It's perfectly all right, dear. All right. Ian's in Norfolk at the moment. Lovely place. I remember going on Norfolk on one of those boats. You know, the old Norfolk Broads boats. Great fun we had on that thing. There we are. Roy says, I'm a murderer. Fly assassin. Hope its brother craps in your mouth when you're asleep. Leslie Crowder crashed his Rolls Royce. Oh, is that how he died? Is that how he died, is it? I can't remember now. Long time ago, isn't it? Very long time ago. Right. Let's see. If I didn't give anyone if I've given everyone should have had a name check at least there. Mr. Dodsworth is asking for his raffle tickets, which we'll be doing a little bit later on the show today. So I've got my new mixer, right? That's got a story to it. So last week, while I was up here, okay, I got a little call on my mobile phone. I've got a Ring doorbell alarm type thing. Oh, hang on a minute. What's happened here? A Ring, so I can, so someone pushes my doorbell at the house and they come up on the phone and I can talk to them. It's very clever. Well, wherever I am in the world. It's fantastic, isn't it? Anyway, so it was Amazon. Hello, well, we got a parcel for you. I said, can you leave it in the... and I told him where to leave it. In the blue bin, actually. That, incidentally, that is not my safe space. I'm just telling you that now. Don't rush round to my house now and look in the blue bin. There's nothing in there, dear. But I said, on this occasion, could you leave it in the blue bin, please? Right, okay, then. Now, so I saw him go over to it and he came back and he didn't have the parcel with him. So I know he's put it in the blue bin, you see. Oh, Adam, £4.99 from Adam. That's £10 you've sent me this week, Adam. Can't you make it a fiver, dear? What's wrong with the extra penny? It looks a lot better if it's a £5 than a £4.99. Carl, have you been raiding that church collection box tonight, Adam? I notice whenever you send cash, you've just been to church. Funny that, isn't it? Thank you. I should be paying you, Adam, for taking over the posting of old shows and things like that. So there we are. Thank you very much, Adam, for your £4.99. Very much appreciated, sir. I mean, I might as well send all the prizes to you when they come. Gosh, I said before, maybe we should have a totaliser there and embarrass people who only send 10 pence. Now, where was I? What was I just talking about then? I've lost the place now. Oh, gosh. There's Amazon. That's it, Amazon. Right? So, as I say, you can see what it is. So I said, put it in the blue bin, please. So, fine, okay. So that was probably Wednesday, something like that. But anyone who walks past my house, the camera starts recording them straight away. So anyone nicks anything, I can see straight away who it is. Right? So Friday night, so Thursday, Friday, went to work, went back home. Right? So I got back home about 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30 in the morning on Saturday morning. I went straight over to the blue bin, opened it, nothing in there. I thought, well, that's odd. No one else has come past. There it is. Next to the bin, outside, cardboard box, absolutely soaking wet because it had been pouring down with rain. I mean, how stupid can you be to leave something like that in a box outside? Oh, Christ. So anyway, I got this thing in, and the cardboard box was at the point of falling apart. It had got so wet, right? Fortunately, the mixer was in its own box as well. So, of course, you've got the massive Amazon box. Everything comes in a massive box. Inside, you've got loads of paper surrounding another cardboard box with the mixer in it, which is the sound mixer in it, which itself was covered in a plastic bag. So that was lucky. But the Amazon box had completely, kind of all fallen apart. It got so wet. How stupid is that? My mate, who I saw Saturday, I told him, he said, oh, you should take a picture and send it to Amazon. I thought, I can't be bothered, I've got it. It's dry inside. It works. I'm not bothered with that, really. But what a stupid thing to do. I've had the same with a laptop. Oh, yes. Years ago. Years ago. I think, again, it was something I'd ordered off Amazon, right? And they laptop, probably about 400 quid, right? This is, was it the last laptop I bought or one? No, probably about 5, 6, 7 years ago now. Left, not next to the box, hidden outside the front door. I had no camera then. Literally propped up outside the front door. A laptop. It's just madness, isn't it? How some of these delivery drivers work. I don't know how Amazon staff get paid, delivery people like that. There's actually a story of Amazon people here today, boys and girls, which I was going to read you. I did have it here anyway. Where's it gone now? I don't think I've got it here. I must have taken that off. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here we go. Here we go. I mean, I don't know so much about the Amazon stuff. They were always quite present. A lot of foreigners delivering their stuff, but they were always very pleasant. But the warehouse, we've seen various programs and YouTube clips about what it's like to work in Amazon warehouse. It doesn't look like it's a particularly good job to me. It says ambulances were called to an Amazon warehouse once every 2 days last year as workers collapsed and suffered broken bones, it's been reported. 11 of the company's 21 warehouses in the UK were attended by ambulances 606 times since 2006, which just seems a hell of a lot of time, doesn't it, to you? Hell of a lot of times. 606 times ambulance has been called out to Amazon warehouses since 2000. There were 193 ambulance calls to 11 of the warehouses in 2018. I don't know how that works, you know, for example, if you were like working, I don't know, in the head office of a bank or the BBC. I mean, I don't know how many ambulances they have out, but it does seem quite a lot. It says in The Sun, the investigation also revealed that a member of staff claimed that they were disciplined when they didn't finish a shift after falling ill and was taken to hospital. In other shocking instances revealed by the Sunday Times, a pregnant member of the staff at the Daventry workhouse collapsed with convulsions. One worker fell from a 10-foot walkway at a warehouse in Leicestershire, and a driver at another depot was left with a traumatic injury after being hit by a metal bar. My God! The most common reasons ambulances were called to Amazon warehouses, which are called fulfillment centres. I could fulfil you. I could. Mark's very quiet, isn't he? Very quiet with his missus today. Fulfillment centres. The most common reason was fainting, breathing, and chest pain. I think they're just working them too hard. You know, don't they all have like a little computer or something that's watching them all the time? You know, and you know, if you got, I don't know. A mobile phone on that shelf and a table lamp on that shelf, and you've got 20 seconds to get from there to there. Isn't that how it works? What a dreadful way to treat people, though. I think it's horrendous. I don't think I could work at one of those Amazon places, but presumably there are people that like doing the job. You know, my nephew, years and years ago, he got a job at a chicken factory. And he lasted about 6 hours. He absolutely hated it. And one of the things that people had to do was literally put their hands in poor little dead chickens and rip their guts out. You know, for you to get that little thing, surrounded by a bit of polythene on a plastic tray, so it looked so nice in the supermarket. That was the job. He just couldn't stand it. And yet he told me that people had been there for years, 20, 30 years, doing the same job. Oh, no, it must stink in there, mustn't it? Ripping stuff out like that. Michael says, how's Ronnie doing? Not too badly. He's up and down a bit, my mate Ronnie. I took him out yesterday. I took him back to the shops to, where did we go? I can't even remember where we went yesterday, actually. Did I write that down? Took him to the... Oh, yes, I just took him to the general shops yesterday. And I went past Thomas Cook, and that's all closed, and there's a sign in the window. This shop is now closed. It's so sad losing Thomas Cook like that. I really think it's... I went to some fantastic places, all arranged in that little shop, and now it's gone. Really, really sad, that. Really sad. He had an operation on Thursday, like an exploratory operation type thing. Well, he's got a problem with his hand. and it's the tendons, and they've discovered that his tendon is badly worn away or damaged, and they're going to put some plastic thing in there instead. So he's got to have another operation. That's a hand thing. There's always something wrong with him. Always something wrong with my way. He really does go through it, unfortunately. Hello to Katie Ann Patterson. Good evening, Katie. Welcome to the show today, darling. All right. Can we have the till ring for Super Chat? You can when I get it set up in here, because we're in a different studio today. Okay, I haven't got it set up on this one yet. We need that. We absolutely need the till ringing. But I have to make that bit of sound back at home because I don't have the equipment here to do that. Sean, you know I work in an Amazon warehouse. Most of the foreign... I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Sean. You may have told me that before. Sometimes you'll have to tell me things a few times before it sticks in this poor old head of mine. It's like a sieve. Terribly damaged by going to raves in the 1990s. Would I turn the clock back and do it all again? Too right, I bleeding would, mate. Ha ha ha! Oh, you must feel so much better since you stopped doing all that stuff. No, you must be joking. The time of my life going to those raves in London. But anyway, Sean says, you know I work in an Amazon warehouse. Most of the foreign workers don't tell any medical details and they sit there on the mobile phones all night. You know I work in maintenance in a depot near me. Now, I'm sure you've told me that before, Sean, but it's just impossible to remember everything. But that's interesting. Interesting. Jason, where I work, we store stuff for Amazon. It leaves us in good condition and then send it back to us claiming we damaged it. They probably damaged it their place because they're just chucking stuff all over the place, aren't they, I think? According to those some of those clips and that on YouTube and what have you. Right, yeah, that's right, Mick. Years of exercise in his hand. No, he's got another half, he has. It's me who hasn't got the other half. Oh, not that means I'm exercising this hand. I just want to point that out very quickly on this family-based programme. Thank you very much. Jason, I don't know if I should read that out, Jason. Hello to Roy the boy, joining us so late, Roy. Where have you been? I watched a little bit of one of your videos today. What were you doing? You were doing something in like a workshop similar to my brother-in-law's. Very good, very good. Like an informative show you do, isn't it? Thousands of viewers Roy the boy's got. I'm lucky to have 10 sometimes. Are you ready for the raffle tickets? Hold on, not yet. I'm going to give them out in a minute. Oh, I've ordered some new fairy lights. Special offer. Ding! I've managed to get 30 metres of fairy lights, multicoloured for £30, which I'm going to decorate all around the side of my caravan. At the moment, I have got some round there, but they don't reach. They only go about 3/4 of the way along and they stop. They weren't long enough. And that was 10 metres. So I've ordered 30 metres, which I've got for just a touch under, I think it was £26. So I'm quite pleased about that. My little fairy lights outside. Very pretty, very pretty. Now, is it Rachel? I think it's Rachel. Is it Rachel? I think it's Rachel, the one that likes all the men. It is. Have I got that right, Rachel? I'm sure it is. So either Rachel or Ellie. Which one is it? I can't remember now. Oh, God blimey. I don't want to get them wrong. You don't want to give the other one the name as well as that one. Just one or the other. Let's see who it is now. Okay. The fairy comes with a free fire extinguisher. Oh, Roy, you must have thousands of viewers. I haven't. It doesn't matter anyway, does it? Remember, Roy, listen, take this. There's a little bit of advice I give to everyone, right? Not that I'm in a position of great power to give advice, but nevertheless, if one person enjoys what you are doing, then it's worth doing it. Whether you've got 10 million people watching or one, you've made one person happy with something that you're doing, then it's worth doing, my friend. I've always worked to that. I've always worked to that, all right? Oh, it's Ellie. Oh, I can't really do it then. Is Ellie not with us this morning, Steph? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a shame. Roy wants me to be quick about the raffle. I think I'll make you wait a bit longer then, Roy. I think I'll put you right at the bottom of the list as punishment. There must be suffering and pain. You're going to have to feel suffering and pain today on this show for your outrageous cheek, Roy. It's only because I haven't opened the phone lines, isn't it? Is that why, Roy? Is it that you want to call in, lovey? Do you want to call in? Is that what it is? You want to call in and have a little moan tonight, do you? Eh? Do you? Go on then, there's the number. Call us. Let me set that up. Go on, call in. Come on, Roy. Hurry up and call in. But you're not having any more than 2 minutes on the phone, and then I'll cut you off. Hurry up, I'm waiting for your call. Get your call in quickly, and then we'll do the raffle after your... Yeah, there's an offer you can't refuse. If you make the call quick, then I can do the raffle. So hurry up. 0208 144 3477. I've set this new system up, so hopefully it'll work. Maybe it won't, but we'll see what happens. Ah, there he is. Look, he can't wait to get his bloody phone call in. Ah, there you are. Good morning, Roy.
Hello.
Hello, Roy. Can you hear us?
Hold on, I've just got to put the translation thing on with you in a Cockney.
Translation? Cockney? Me?
Yes, dear. Chris, I'm ringing up. I dreamt about you last night.
Oh, was it dry or wet?
Well, I didn't look out the window. I dreamt that I came to the karaoke, and you were there, and I kept saying, Chris, shall I wear this tight red dress? I had got a red dress, one of them really slinky ones.
Oh,
I said, shall I wear this to sing the karaoke? I can't make my mind up whether to wear it. I woke up before you answered, actually.
I knew it, Roy. I've DJ'd in all sorts of clubs involving men who are married, who wear dresses and things like that. And I knew you were one of those the first time you ever spoke to us on the phone.
Well, you've been in agreement with that, Chris, surely. You're a Catholic. They wear dresses.
Well, we do. I mean, the priest has got a dress on all the time. The bishop's got a lovely set of hats.
No wonder you're always dropping coins on the floor as he walks down the aisle. I dropped my... Oh, just a minute. I dropped my change what I was going to put in the collection plate. I'll just pick it up. Oh, where is it? I can't quite find it. Wait till it's gone past, I'll find it.
Aren't you awful? Suggest 10 things that I'd do something like that. The next thing you'll be saying is that I'd take money out of the collection plate.
In exchange for buttons, that's not robbery. That's fair exchange.
Roy, I always knew you were one of those men that wears dresses, and there's nothing wrong with it, Roy. You do whatever makes you happy, my friend.
Chris, I'm going to come out, Chris, and I'm going to admit I wear dresses, but unfortunately, I wear them while women are still in them. Not something that you do.
Christ, do they go up to that size? I mean, and what size do you take then?
I pick on very thin women who wear big dresses.
What about someone like, which woman, okay, you can have any woman in the world, okay? Which one would you choose?
Well, it's got to be alive, obviously, because it's illegal if they don't.
Got to be alive. No,
I know. I like Celine Dion. I used to like her. Oh, she's still not too bad.
What did you say? Celine Dion?
Celine Dion.
Okay.
I like a good bit of anorexic, me.
Do you? Is she quite thin?
Well, she's quite anorexic and quite thin, isn't she? Chris, I tell you what, I used to be in love with for a long time. Oh, let me get this wrong. Vanessa Paradis, Yola Taxi.
Oh, yes. Da, da, da. Yeah, funny song, wasn't it? It was an unusual song, that is. I know that song, Yola Taxi. Yeah, I've not really heard that very much myself.
Chris, I've got to go. I've got a fan ringing in on Facebook. Can you hear them?
A fan ringing in?
Shall I stay online and answer them? Hold on. I can talk to two people. It's actually
I don't want to talk to two people at the same time, dear.
Oh, the call failed. Did you butt in and cut the call out?
A what? A call out?
It failed. The call failed on Facebook.
Well, it's not me, dear. Why would I ever want to be ringing you?
Chris, I just want to put an appeal out as well while I'm on to all your 3 listeners.
3?
To all your thousands of listeners.
Millions, dear. Millions. All over the world.
When do you go on holiday, Chris?
Where?
When?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Wednesday, anyone who's free Wednesday, I'll be willing to pick up. I've got a minibus. I'll be willing to pick up. We're going round to Chris's house. We're going to play Ring the Doorbell, Run Away.
Oh, no, please don't. I'll turn my phone off so I won't see it happening. I'll just turn my phone off. But if you nick anything...
You'll be getting beep, beep, beep on your phone.
No, it won't happen because I'll turn it off. What I will do is check the history. So I will be able to see if you're trying to nick anything out of my blue bin.
I think I'm being robbed. Somebody's just set my back alarm off. Oh. My camera on the backyard. I must be being robbed.
Oh. Have you got anything in that house worth nicking?
Just a few pictures of me. The ones of you I've left on the backyard, but they've still been there weeks. No one's touched them. Even the Amazon delivery man walked past them, didn't bother picking them up.
Oh, you've got Rachel Wheatland there saying that she's free. Have you clicked on her picture?
She's not too bad. I've had a look. She's not too bad.
I've had a look at her. She's very nice. I was looking at her photos. Even sometimes I scroll down and look at people's pictures, and I've looked at yours, and quite frankly, you're not for me, to be honest. But Rachel, yes. I mean, if I was, in the same sort of league of heterosexualism like you are, except for the dresses, then probably I might be tempted. Possibly 90% temptation of asking Rachel Wheatland out on a date. I wonder if she'd be very expensive or cheap to take out. Would she like somewhere like a really posh hotel, or would she be happy
Kebab, mate.
in a McDonald's?
She's a kebaber. She's a kebaber. She is.
A kebaber.
She's a kebaber. She's 5 to closing time kebaber.
Oh, not kebabs. Do you eat kebabs? Do you?
I don't like kebabs. No, I don't like kebabs.
Do you know what, Roy? I've never had one. I've never had one.
The other thing I want to mention as well, I've had a rather alarming email from Facebook about you downloading my photos.
Oh right, yeah.
And printing them off and putting them on your wall.
Well, it's a little game that I'm doing with the children. You know, my great nieces and nephews. What I do is download pictures, mainly of you, because you're a certain shape, you see, and I cut bits off you, like there'll be a hand, an arm, a leg, but like half a leg, a foot, a knee, and I mix up the pictures together, and then great nephew Harry and great niece Evie, they then try and put the photos together exactly as it was. And I've seen some very, very strange versions of you where the pictures don't quite match up. But
please, Chris, don't cut my biggest part off, my nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've got a nose like you, mate. I could dig for, unlike you, I could dig for coal with this nose.
We are the new Barry Manilow. To be honest, when these kids have put together the pictures of you, and sometimes the arms and that don't match, but I look at the picture and I think that's a vast improvement on what I see on the actual original pictures, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I think we're twins. We're brothers by different mothers. I do.
I hope you're not saying that about my father, that he'd slept with other people. He won't be pleased with you. I should be going down straight to that cemetery, digging him up, and he'd kick the hell out of you, mate.
Chris, have you been to my house? I've just found my daughter. I have my kids at the weekend. She's left one of her play shopping sets here, and I don't know if it's a carrot or it's your book plug.
I'm going to cut you off on that, Mark.
This is a very strange-looking carrot, this is.
Please.
I'm going to hide that. If any of my friends come round, and it was on my sofa, and if my friends see that on my sofa, they'll wonder what I do when I'm alone.
How awful. Thank you, Roy. Always an entertaining
Chris,
call.
It's been a pleasure for you to talk to me.
I know you've been wanting to call in for some weeks, so I just opened that phone line especially for you tonight, okay?
Yeah, the pleasure's been all yours.
It has. Bye-bye.
Bye.
He's just hilarious on the phone. That's Roy Brownlowe, also known as DJRS on the Facebook. Hold on to your messages now. Let me read the messages I've got, and then we'll do the raffle. All right, my darlings. Adrian, do you need any more fairy lights at your caravan? With you being there, I would have thought that would be more than ample for your little twinkle. Little twinkle? What does he mean by that? Little twinkle? How rude. Rude. Hello to Pajero. Good evening to Pajero. Got a little saint sign on there. Hello to you. Colin John Delaney. Hello, Colin. Who says, hello, Chris. Watching you in Majorca here for a week cycling. Oh, how blooming marvellous. A week cycling, yeah. I like cycling. Unfortunately, I've got a bit of a problem with one of my knees on the side of it, which is only a problem after I've been on a bike. So it's obviously something to do with the cycling. And I read about people who have problems with the knees who do cycling. And apparently there's a muscle down the side of it, down the side of your leg. So, I mean, this leg here, right? So there's the muscle is there. There's the problem right there. Okay, it's there. If I push, you can just about feel the problem. Apparently, there's a muscle there that when you push the pedal down, it compresses. And if you go on your bike a lot, it does something to that muscle, and you're supposed to keep stretching it out when you're not on the bike. But of course, I never did that. So over the years, the problem has manifested itself now, and it's worse when I've been on a bike. Sometimes I then have difficulty walking after I've been on a bike. You can be cycling on perfectly all right, and then this sharp pain will go in the side of my knee. I've been to the doctors a couple of times. They give you a packet of pills. Oh, it's just swelled up a bit. Here, I take those. Oh, no, I don't even take the pills. I can't see how that's going to sort a knee out. Please take a photo of it. No, don't get anything like that. Sean's got to go to work. Okay, Sean, we're going to just give us a second to go down to the bottom of the messages, and then we'll do that there. All right. Tom Hurst. Hello, Tom. My mum always says you sound like a bingo host caller. I did do bingo, like my own version of bingo, in a couple of pubs some years ago now, which was a great fun. I mean, great fun. Maybe ask me next time and I'll tell you about it, how it all works and all that. And I did have it. But I've never been a professional bingo caller, but it was good fun. It was good fun, Tom. We will be doing bingo on the show in a couple of Sundays' time, okay? So I look forward to that. And it will be Sunday evening. Do I keep saying good morning? Yes, because I'm usually in the morning. Next show will be tomorrow morning, incidentally, boys and girls, okay? Round about 9:30 in the morning tomorrow, okay? When we do our weekly raffle. The tickets are coming up. Weird City Citizen, good evening to you. Hello, Weird City Citizen. Welcome to the show. Adam, don't forget you said you would leave me a fridge magnet in your will. Well, there might not be any left then. There might not be any fridge magnets left then. There's only about 42 of those left. 40 or 42, something like that. Once they've gone, that's it. Then there'll be something else. It might be another fridge magnet, but it won't look like that, okay? This is the only lot ever we're going to get. Only 50 of these done. And there's some more prizes. We've got bingo prizes coming. And we've got Super Chat gifts coming. I wouldn't say they were prize. Super Chat gifts coming. But once these have gone, then that get replaced with something else, and we'll carry on. Because I think the raffle is great fun. It's popular. People like it. And I like to do things that people like. You know what I mean? Including my singing, for example. Probably some of you out there are thinking to yourself, at this moment, please, Chris, sing a song. But unfortunately, there's no time tonight, boys and girls, because we must get through this. It's getting later and later now. Roy the Boy's gone from Cockney to Northern. Yes. Right, let's have a look. Just scrolling down there, my darling. I won't be able to read out all the messages there, but let's have a look. Lots of people laughing now. I'm glad about that. Good. We like laughter. We like laughter in our lives. If you want to look miserable, turn the bloody news on, dear. See what Jeremy Corbyn or Boris is talking about tonight. We're not interested on this programme. We're here to have a laugh. It's entertainment. Oh, no. Jason Hughes, kebab for breakfast and then she's a stayer. Oh, God. But do blokes do that? I know I've had pizza for breakfast. I've had pizza for breakfast before, from the night before. But I've never had a kebab. I see this thing going around. It just looks awful. How anyone can eat a kebab? Can you have a vegetarian kebab? How does that work? Vegetarian kebab. I don't know how that works. Rachel's got Wonder Woman pictures. We're all looking at your pictures, Rachel. Click on Rachel and have a look at her, everyone. She's very pretty, actually, Rachel. Right, let's have a look. Scrolling for a while there. I think we're doing it. Okay, what's my prize for losing 12 kilograms? Have you lost 12 kilos in weight? Bloody good, mate. Well done on you. Well done on you. It's not easy to lose weight. I've been there. I need to lose weight. It's still going up, I'm afraid. Although I weighed myself Saturday. I did stand on the scales. I didn't have a jumper on. I stood on the scales this morning and I lost a pound last week, which is kind of in the right direction. But really stupidly, as I said about 20 minutes or so ago, I made the mistake of going to Asda straight after I came out of the swimming pool before lunch. And then I just have this bag of crisps, and then of course the great big bag. I dare to tell you, 175 bloody grams was on special offer. Bag for sharing. Well, I had no one to share with, so that was it. Do you like kebabs, Steph? Vile things, dear. Salad in pita bread. So, oh yeah, I'd be happy to have that, you see, salad and pita bread. Last time I was in Cyprus, I was so looking forward to going to Cyprus in November to see my niece. It's just, if you've never been to Cyprus, it's very laid back life there. You know, people aren't rushing around all the. In fact, when the lights are red at the traffic lights, if there's no one coming, people just go through. It's true, that is. Oh dear, Steph. No, oh, they're disgusting. No, you don't like kebabs either, do you, Steph? Steph doesn't like kebabs either. Right. 1 second. I've just seen a text come up there. Is that Mark Bowles there? Hello, Mark. Raffle, when you do it, I've got to go out. Okay, let's do you. All right, just had 2 texts come in there. Maureen, evening Maureen. Ticket number 206 for Maureen. Did you have a nice time down at the Green Man? I think you went to. I was talking to Chris on the phone. You'll know Mary and Alan. Wonderful people. I haven't spoken to them for some time now, but I met them only once. Such a nice couple, Mary and Alan, aren't they? Who do the karaoke down there in the east on the Essex Road, isn't it? Green Man on the Essex Road. Okay, Maureen. 206 for Maureen. Let's do these tickets. 207 for Mr. Mark Bowles. Here we go. Roy Brownlowe, 208. The raffle is tomorrow morning, gang. Tomorrow morning between 8:30 and 9 and 10 o'clock. Sometime between tomorrow morning, okay? Pajero. Hello, Pajero. Make sure you're here tomorrow morning. To Pajero Evolution. I can't even spell Evolution. How terrible. I can't spell Evolution. All right, Pajero, there you go. Ian Days, ticket number 210. Pajero, did I tell you numbers? You're 209, okay? Ian Days is 210. Rachel Wheatland is 211. $211 for the lovely Rachel. Where are we? There we are. Rachel this way. Okay. Jason Hughes, 212. Jason Massey, 213. Roy the Boy, 214. Roy the Boy's got his own YouTube channel. Give that a watch. He does fixing things and that, just like my brother-in-law does. Very good. 214 for you, Roy the Boy. Okay. Adrian Richardson, German kebab shop. There's a number of branches that beat some Michelin restaurants for their kebabs. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm sure they are. They don't appeal to me at all. They really don't. Kebabs do not appeal to me at all. Michael Lawrence. Hello, Michael. You're with us all night, aren't you? You always stay the whole show, you do, like Michael. 215 for you. There's LaBelle. Hello, LaBelle. See, I know your name, love. LaBelle, you're very quiet sitting there on the side tonight. 216 for LaBelle. Thank you, LaBelle. MP Dodsworth, 217. Now, if you're watching a recording of the show, you can still get a ticket. Just email me, okay? Email me and I'll reply to you with your ticket number. But only if you haven't got one. You're allowed only 1 ticket per show. Okay, so if you're getting one on a live show, don't apply one by email because I'll take your tickets out and then because it's not fair to other people, okay? Steph Diamond, there she is. Little Steph Babyface. Steph Diamond, there you go. 218. 219 for Mick Davenport. I wonder if my sister's still there. Are you still there, Sharon? She might be watching in bed in Cyprus now on her Kindle. Her Kindle. Mick Davenport to 219, 220 for Adrian Richardson. I learnt to do something today on my iPad that I'm very pleased about. I should tell you about that in a moment. 221 for Robert Lunn. Thank you, Robert. 222 for Diane Jebb. Mr. £2 show, Sean Pye. He keeps sending me £2 every time there's a show on. Thank you, Sean. 223 for Sean. Am I cheaper than the licence fee? Perhaps I should do other shows during the daytime. You can have a weather forecast, the news bulletin, stuff like that. Would you like extra shows during the day? Eh? when you're sitting there bored at home. You'd soon get fed up with me. That's why people are fed up seeing Philip Schofield. Great presenter, but my God, can we have some new people on there, please? Carol MC and Dave. All right, Carol. Carol MC and Dave. 224, okay. Coco Bungee. Coco Bungee is 225. Sean, did I do you? Yeah, Sean, Carol, Coco Bungee, Roy Brownlowe's had a phone call and a raffle. I can go now. Yeah, go. Bye. Bye. Go before you break my heart once more is what we're waiting for. Do you know who sung that song? Who sung that song and where? Who sung that song and where? Why is that song in my head? Answer me that. Roy the boy. That's all right, Roy. Always pleased. It's all about sharing and doing stuff for each other here, isn't it, eh? Hello to Gary Elkington. Hello, Gary. Hope you got the reply to your email, mate. All right. Gary Elkington is 231. Thank you, Gary. Adam the plumber. Blimey, we're giving out a lot tonight, aren't we? 2324. The lovely Adam the plumber. Hello to Clarissa, who says you're right about Scotland. Chris is lovely. Scotland is lovely. But Howick looks like it's been built in Minecraft. I don't know what Minecraft is. That a computer game, isn't it? Minecraft. I don't know what that is. I don't do computer games, Clarissa. Not at all. No, I mean I stopped at Pac-Man. I did. Boo! I think they should use my face as Pac-Man because of the nose, you see. Katie Ann Patterson, 233. I wonder who's going to win tomorrow. It's very exciting. 234 for Simon Gilman. Thank you, Simon. Someone was a little confused. I can't remember who it was. Someone thought they could only have one ticket a week. No, it's one ticket off at every show. Whenever there's a show, you can claim for a ticket, okay? If you're not with us live, then claim by email on that email address there, and you can claim right up to the beginning of the next show, and then it's the next lot of tickets. We can't just keep going back. I remember when we first started doing the raffle tickets, and there were people saying, oh, I didn't see Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday's show. Can I have tickets for those? No. You can have one ticket until the next show starts, and then that one's finished. You get it? All right? And we always have the raffle ticket on a Monday morning, sometime between 8:30 and 10 o'clock. So do join us tomorrow morning for the fun there, my darlings, all right? Well, I don't think I've got my drum roll here. Oh, no, no drum roll tomorrow because I'm up north at the moment. I'll see if I can sort that out. Katie Ann, I've done you. Simon Gilman, yep. 234 for you, Simon. LaBelle is Abracadabra, New York City and Manhattan today, 4:40 in the afternoon. So she's working hard. Working hard, aren't you? Working hard there, my love. Hello to, Retro Restore, you're still there. Cyprus is still... There's another one. There's another one. Another little fly in here. Oh, my God, someone said that. Roy said that. Maybe its brother will crap in your mouth while you're asleep. Very well. Has the light gone out? It's gone very dark in here suddenly. Oh, gosh. Where are we now? Yes, there's Martin and Sharon. They're still there. There must be something better on the telly than watching this crap. Please. they're over in Cyprus, over on the EasyJet thing there. Rachel, you just sing it, and here on yours, I do like a bit of a sing-song, dear. You know I like a sing-song. Hello to Linda Buckingham. Good evening, Linda. Linda M. Buckingham is in the place. Good evening, Linda. Nice to see you joining us live tonight. All right. Hello, my love. Sean's off to work. Have a nice evening, Sean. Thanks for joining us, and thanks ever so much for that £2. It is appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay. Gary got the email. Good. Excellent. Sean's gone. Adrian's got to go. Got to go and ring his mum. Say hello to your mum for me, Adrian, all right? Good night, my darling. My son just said, use my face. For what? For what? Simon, if we don't join tomorrow's show, how do we know if we won? Watch the recording, okay? Just watch the recording. Simple as that. As soon as a live show's finished, I think a little period of time passes, just a few minutes, and then it goes back up as a recording. So just watch the show tomorrow, and the raffle will be between those times. Okay, I don't put your name up or anything like that, but you are announced in the show, and then just send us a message with your postal address if you've won. Okay, and that's how it works. Katie, thank you, Katie. Roy, just a minute, Roy. There we are. Katie, Roy. He's got. Oh, what hospital are you going to, Roy? You got to take your wife to hospital. What's that? Oh, you don't have to say if you don't want to, but I hope it's not too bad. I would be interested to know what for, but if it's a private thing, then please don't tell me. She might not want you talking about her, but whatever it is, I hope you're getting all right with that tomorrow. All right. What hospital are you going to? I have to go to the Royal Free in London. Twice a year I go there to have a little condition that I've got looked after, and it's everything's all right with me, so that's fine. Let's have a look. Rachel is obsessed with spiders. Are they spiders or crabs, Rachel? What are they? Yes, last week's winners were claimed, so that's all done. St Mary's in Paddington. Yeah, I know a few boys that go there as well, Roy. Actually, well, I hope you're okay tomorrow, and I hope you don't get caught up in the protesters. That you got what are they called? Environmental people, protesting, shutting down roads and doing things like that. That's going on. They are spiders, are they? Thank you, Rachel, for correcting me there, my love. Yes, there's environmental people tomorrow. Blocking off roads and all sorts of things like that. So I hope you don't get caught up in that tomorrow. Are you coming down? Are you going to probably will be all right by train and bus, I would presume. But yes, get there early in the morning, because those sort of people, they won't be up until like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning anyway, will they? Oh, God's sake, won't be showering either, I suppose. Activists, that's the word, Jason. Activists. Oh, you are driving in. Ooh. Well, St Mary's, Paddington, I reckon that's probably an area that will be affected by the activists tomorrow. Well, good luck with that, my friend. Good luck with that. Okay? So you won't be with us tomorrow morning, but good luck with that drive, mate. All right, so what do we got? 10, 25 tickets gone out tonight. Good. Let's put these away. Here's all the others in there, standing by. Something's going to be picked tomorrow, you see. And I do come in here and mix these up every now and again to make sure that they're all nicely mixed up. And that's it. Okay, let's put those in there. I do like you to see me doing this, so there's no cheating or anything like that going on. And that's it. And we'll mix these up again tomorrow morning, and I'll see. Don't think we're going to have a drum roll tomorrow somehow, unless I can find one. There might be one on my laptop. If I can transfer that onto this, that might work. But we might not. Well, I might have to do it in silence tomorrow. How awful is that? Dreadful. Dreadful. Oh, there's a 205 there that didn't go out. Never mind. If they're causing trouble, Jason will be there. I'm sure they will. Right, just a second there. Where are we now? What's the time? Gosh, is it really? Where are we now? Come on, work, dear, work. You gonna work it to the bone. Work. There we are. That's done there. Good. I was having a little bit of trouble then, boys and girls. Excellent. All right, we'll do one more news story today, boys and girls, and it's very worrying. Has this ever happened to you in a swimming pool? In the Daily Mirror today, a mum of two's trip to a water park was cut short when she spotted, go on, you know what I'm going to say, poo in the water. That's annoying me now, actually, isn't it? There you go, Jason. Look, nice and straight again. There's nothing bent in this room, only me, mate. A mum's trip to a water park was cut short when she spotted poo in the water. Oh, my God. Officials at Dimensions in Stoke-on-Trent in today's Daily Mirror refused to offer Hayley a refund. The 30-year-old says she was in the jet area when chunks of poo came floating towards her and her children. Oh, how awful. I mean, I'm sure my sister hasn't been anywhere near Stoke-on-Trent. I don't know where this poo's come from. She says she grabbed the children and made sure they had showers before raising the alarm, reports Stoke-on-Trent Live, which I suppose is a newspaper there. Of course, Adam the plumber will know all about poo, dear. Oh, she's always down those little pipes with her plunging mechanisms, dear, and rods and pipes like that. Not a job I don't think I'd like to do that. I really don't think. She says she's disgusted that she wasn't offered a refund despite having to cut short her visit. Well, you know what? I would have offered her I've got to be honest. I would have offered her a refund. Yeah, I absolutely would. That's not good, is it? It really isn't. What is wrong with people? When something goes wrong, hand the blooming money back. For Christ's sake, you don't want to let go of the money. I mean, don't ever try and get money back off the council. You got no chance whatsoever. You can't get it back. She says, whenever I looked, there was more. Big chunks, little chunks. It was absolutely everywhere. I grabbed the kids as quickly as I could and put them straight in the showers. Oh, no. That's turning my stomach, that is. I told one man to make sure he showered his daughter, and when she turned around, her back was covered in it. Oh! I wonder where that came from. That can't be one person, can it? It must have been a pipe overflow or something. Hayley says she later raised the issue at reception. She added, I was told that because I didn't tell a lifeguard straight away, I couldn't get a refund. I know, that's wrong, that is. I used to go once a month, but I'm never going again. I don't blame you, my love. That's, you know what I'm like for people complaining, right? Most people are complaining, and I'm like, well, just let me get on with it, you know. But to have that happen and not to be offered anything in return, nah, not good, not good. She says people of all ages use the facility, including babies and elderly people. Was probably one of the elderly people, you know. We have great difficulty holding our stuff in, dear. You know, sometimes I walk to the bins from this television studio complex and I just don't make it back. It's just one of those things. I don't know if anyone else has that problem at all. It's just one of those things. You have to accept it. As you get older, you know, orifices have trouble remaining closed. Things just fall out of you randomly. It's run by Stoke-on-Trent City. There you go. It's run by the council. That's why you can't get the money out of them, dear. And at this the Boston swimming pool I go to, right? I know what sort of people run that as well. There was an old bloke in the changing room a few weeks ago now, and they're always quite hot. You know, if you haven't got your ticket, you can't get in. This bloke had been going there 17 years. Never forgot his ticket. One day he forgot his ticket. They wouldn't let him in. Well, how blooming stupid are you to have to stick to rules like that? It's people in authority, you know, that their only little bit of power is something like, you know, to stop you going in because you've forgotten your ticket. It's just awful. Anyway, that's the story there. Not good. I would have given them the money back, wouldn't you? People just don't like to give money back at all, do they? Right, we're going to do the birthdays in a second, boys and girls. Columbo's on the telly tonight. Yeah, that's a good... I haven't seen that for years, Columbo. Proper. I used to love those American police programmes. Columbo, Ironside, The Bloke in the Wheelchair, Kojak, Starsky and Hutch. Wonderful programmes. Good programmes. Are they balloons on background or paint? They're balloons. Do you like them? Balloons. Look. Balloons. I like them. Actually, I am accidentally. It was on Amazon. Actually, I've just ordered a new backdrop, which you won't be seeing for some time, and it's flamingos. There's only two of them, unfortunately. It's not covered in. There's two flamingos either side, which you'll see that'll make an appearance at some point. I've got a little stack of backdrop now that I've been buying now and again. They're not very dear, £15 to £20 for one of those. But the material. You don't want to photograph because it shines back in the light, so that's like a matty material stuff. But I've got a couple of flamingo. I've got a flamingo one coming, which is nice, which you'll see at some point. I don't know when, probably in a few months' time or something. All right. Jason doesn't do politics. They don't need me to mess things up. They're doing a good enough job of it themselves. Oh, they are. They are. I've got to say, we don't do politics really. I think probably I'm kind of centre-right, so I'm about there. I'm somewhere there, We don't do Brexit. We don't do anything like that. Everyone would be rowing left, right and centre. I voted for the way I voted, but I tell you what, I wish they'd sort it out one way or the other. Because frankly, at some point, once it's sorted, either one way or the other, I'm not saying which, either one way or the other, once it's sorted, I think we can all move on. At the moment, we can't move on. No, everything is stuck. And everything has been stuck for 2 years. The government haven't done anything except talk about this blasted Brexit thing. Nothing's getting done. Especially with, I know there's probably some of you on the, I don't know, I can't remember what it's called now. The new benefits thing. I don't understand how it works. I've never claimed anything, really. I've not been in an unfortunate enough situation to have to claim anything ever. So I don't know how it works. But I know they changed some stuff and it became very difficult for people to get money. Those that are properly disabled. You know what I mean by that? Not those that are pretending, because there are some of those as well. I'm sure you know some of them. I know some of them. There are some that pretend to be disabled, but those who are entitled and do have serious disabilities are entitled to this money. And I think something changed a couple of years ago and it became very difficult for them to get the money. Well, that's supposed to be talked about. Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening because of this damn Brexit thing. And I wish they'd sorted it one way or the other. Anyway, we will see. October the 31st, isn't it? Halloween! Talking of Halloween, I've got a lovely Halloween backdrop, which you'll see for only one show, boys and girls. God, the money that goes into this show is unbelievable. All right, where are we? Let me just scratch my nose there. Lots of people showing poo pictures now. The kids thought they were on a treasure hunt, said Jason. Mum, look what I found. Actually, kids are funny like that, aren't they? My great nephew Harry, he was on the beach in, I think it was Skegness. He was on the beach in Skegness, and he put this little bit of plastic. I don't know what it was, just a little bit of plastic, maybe a wheel or something like that. And he put it on the. I said, "Well, what's that, Harry?" He said, "Look, I found treasure on the beach," and he put it there carefully. And just a little bit of plastic. He thought that was treasure. Oh, bless him. Though it's the way they think, aren't they, children? Funnily enough, my niece's little boy, who's George, I think he's 7 now. He's either 6 or 7. Can't remember which now. He was, he's got a new friend called Henry, and he was round my niece's house. This is in Cyprus, and randomly, George says to Henry, "Do you know Chris Reardon?" And Henry's like, "No, I don't know Chris Reardon." And he said, "Well, does your dad know Chris?" My niece is telling me this the other day. He then says to Henry, "Does your dad know Chris Reardon?" "No, I don't think my dad knows." "Really?" This is George's son. Like, no. He says, "But he's a celebrity on KWT. He's an international celebrity." And Henry's going, "No." And George had this quizzical look on his face and couldn't understand why this kid didn't know me. Isn't it funny how they think, children? Eh? I've got my lovely birthday present. I've got one for him, and I've got at the same time I bought Harry. So George is my niece's little boy. He's either 6 or 7, and Harry is my nephew's little boy, and he's either 5 or 6. He's a little, no, I think he's 6. I'm sure he's 6. I've got them the same thing. A Harry Potter bus, which I don't have with me here. I've taken it down to the house. It's like purple bus. You see it on Amazon. Type in Harry Potter triple-decker bus, and it's three decks, and it's purple. It's Lego. So they'll have fun making that. Actually, Harry usually brings out Lego. Whenever I go over and see him, he usually brings out a Lego box, and we do a bit of Lego with him for about half an hour until he gets fed up with it, you know. They are funny. Mick, I've heard of apple bobbing, but poo bobbing goes a bit far. Oh God! I suppose it would have smelt in that, covered in chlorine. I mean, if you accidentally took that in, would that damage you, or would it be like sterilised by the chlorine? Oh gosh, it's awful, isn't it? Jason, we could all pop round. You're not using my toilet, I told you. We should pop round Chris's caravan while he's away. No, and do one in the toilet. No, thank you. Right, I'm going to ignore these poo messages now. Cagney and Lacey, Roy the boy, excellent. Cagney and Lacey, I love it. I love it, Cagney and Lacey. Rachel's bought a backdrop for when she goes live singing. It's a snowy forest scene. Yeah, you know where I get them from? A company called Rosegal, Rosegal. It's in China, I believe. Sometimes the items come very quickly within the space of a couple of weeks. Sometimes they take 3 or 4 weeks, but they're dirt cheap, really, in comparison to what you think. If I told you that, I think that was about £18, that one. They're different prices for different ones, I suppose, depending on how popular they are. But they're great. Rosegal, Rosegal, and type in the search box wall tapestry, and you'll find hundreds of them up there, all different sizes. Fantastic. This is the biggest size you can get, which I think is it's 7 foot by 5 foot, if I remember rightly. 7 or 9 foot by 5 foot, something like that. Also, so some of them are measured in like inches. No, it's 91 by 71, whatever that is. 91 inches by 71 inches. I'm sure that's that one. But some of them in centimetres. I don't know why they don't just put them all in inches or centimetres, but they're different. All right. Jason's absolutely right. Once you start talking politics in here, the fun will stop. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Sean's watching me on the screen in the car. Turn me off, Sean. Turn the screen over. You can listen anyway. Don't have that picture on in the car, mate. You'll get done for that, I'm telling you. Mick's disabled. He's been waiting 4 months for a decision on his claim. You see, nothing's getting done in Parliament. And it's his birthday on Halloween. 52. Oh, you're much younger than me, Mick. Me. It's not so bad being 50, is it? I've been all right with it. I've been all right with it. I find myself perhaps not connecting as well with younger people mentally now. You say things. I'm sure you know what I mean. You say things and they're like, oh, I can't believe you just said that. Like it's some, you've offended some living person or whatever. But that's just how it is, I think. Probably, maybe it was the same with my parents. I don't know. £24. Oh, that's quite dear. I don't think I've ever played £24. Oh, you got 10 foot by 10 foot. Oh, well, that's bigger, isn't it? Yeah, that's probably why. Where did you get yours from, Rachel? Amazon do them as well. You can get them on Amazon as well. In fact, the flamingos have come from the Amazon. I saw it. I just happened to see it on Amazon while I was ordering the microphone stand thing. All right. Okay, gang. Let's do today's birthdays. Where are we? It's happy birthday on this Sunday, the 6th of October 2019 to lots of birthdays today. Kitty Monroe. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me get my little music up there. I've got different buttons on here, which I'm just learning to use. Okay, I'd say little button. Instead of having a button, I've got a twist and arm instead, which is a little bit annoying, but I suppose I'll get used to it, really. Let's just fire up that music. That'll be waiting for me in a second. Come on, where are you? There it is. Kitty Monroe today. Good morning, Kitty. Happy birthday to you. Melhem, who often does a little like on my Facebooks and things like that. Good morning to you, sir, or good evening to you. 23 years old today. Happy birthday to Melhem, all right? Look good in front of that. I think you're in front of a castle or something there, or a big house, something like that. 23 today. Happy birthday to you, sir. Tweetie Charlotte. Happy birthday to you. Look, one of my cousins, Simon Parnell, or Parnell. Panel. What are you calling yourself today? Simon Parnell is 54 years old today. That's my cousin. He's in Australia. He did work for some time in Abu Dhabi for a long time in a banking organisation, but he's not there anymore, so he's gone back to Australia. I'm not quite sure what he's doing at the moment, actually. 54 today. Happy birthday to you, Simon. All right, cousin. Steve Newman today is 57 years old. Peter Kitcher, good morning, and a happy birthday to you on this... I keep saying morning. Good evening. Donna Dima today, 23 years old. Domy, D-O-M-Y, Domy Dima, 23 years old today. Happy birthday. Terry Corby today is 52 years old today. Jim Fannon, I ain't seen you for ages. 32 years old today. Happy birthday, Jim. Oh, gosh, how am I going to say this? Yelitzeo. Yelitzeo, I think it is. It says you're 114 years old. I'm finding that difficult to believe, but happy birthday. Wayne Hutchins, good morning. Good evening, Wayne. Morning, evening. Wayne Hutchins, good evening to you. Happy birthday to you. And Jessica Louise Brown is 36 on this Sunday night. So happy birthday, boys and girls. Oh, just a moment. We wait a moment. I've just spotted another birthday just come in very quickly there from Linda Buckingham, who says it's my friend Eliza Shields' birthday today. So happy birthday as well to Eliza. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. All right. Lots of people wishing other people happy birthday there, so that's nice as well. Final lot of messages coming through there. Let's have a look. I think that's it, isn't it? Is that it? Just a minute. Clarissa, Clarissa, I can't read that, darling, but I'm sure it does. It does class as a disability, is the answer to your question. Rush down that little place tomorrow with all the nice little forms, and good luck. Good luck if you can actually fill one of them in and understanding what the hell is going on. All right. There we are. I think people talking about the disability rules there, which I don't know how that works. I really don't know. There you go. Mick quite rightly says it's all wrong. Punish the people who are disabled and let the scammers get away with it. It does seem to be what happens sometimes, doesn't it? It absolutely does seem to be what happens. I suppose it's difficult when you think about it. Sometimes when these people that do scam the various government departments, saying they're disabled when they know how to work it, you see. This is the thing. They are professional people that understand how to get money out of the system when they're not damn well entitled to it. And people like yourself, you get these forms for the post and you haven't got a clue what to write, have you? Oh, I do feel sorry for people who deserve the money. But there you go. That's the world as it is, isn't it? All right, gang, that's it for the show today. Thanks ever so much for joining us on this Sunday night. It's been an absolute pleasure to sit there and talk to you, boys and girls. Do join us tomorrow morning somewhere between 8:30 and 10 o'clock for our weekly raffle, which will take place. Someone tomorrow will win one of those, and I'll be able to post that off before I leave as well. So I shall be looking for a little post box on my way up to Mablethorpe tomorrow. All right, sweet dreams, boys and girls, and I'll see you some of you tomorrow morning. Have a nice evening, and thanks very much for watching and listening. Cheerio now.